Hey everybody, what's going on? Hellmite here, bringing you another video from Grab the Lantern today. Today I kind of wanted to talk about 10 ban system, and why it's great for professional play, but not so good for ranked play. I know a lot of people are really excited to get 10 bans in ranked play because they think it's going to be the greatest thing ever, it's going to solve all their problems, they can finally ban all those pesky champions that they don't like playing against. But at the same time, I feel that it doesn't do that much good for the game as a whole. Now, in professional play, 10 bans greatly increases the diversity of the champions played, specifically because pros tend to gravitate towards only the top 20% of champions to begin with. They generally will never go outside of their comfort zone, and this means that they will always be banning or playing the same champions. 10 bans can oftentimes force them onto different champions and shows a lot more variety and diversity at the top level. This is good for two reasons. It's good for the viewing environment. It's a lot more fun to see pros play when they're not always playing the same 10 champions. And it's good for the professional environment because it forces them to basically get better at more champions. It increases their champion pool, and it makes it a lot better for them to play because they have more skills and more techniques available to them than just the top 3 junglers or the top 3 top laners or whatever it happens to be. Conversely, in ranked play, 10 bans doesn't have the same effect because ranked play already has a wide variety of champions that get played. I mean, I'm a Kled player, for example. I will pretty much try to play Kled in ranked if I can, but he's not really a pick or ban champion, or even really a champion that's popular at the moment. So I can pretty routinely get Kled, and you won't see him very often, but when you do have me in a game, you'll say, oh my god, it's a Kled, that's interesting, I don't see that normally. So the issue with having 10 bans, what I'm getting at, is that basically people only use bans right now in a ranked environment to ban picks that they don't like seeing. In the professional side of things, players use bans as a way to limit their opponent's options or to ban out champions that will give their compositions trouble. If they're planning on playing poke, they'll probably ban the meta champions that give the enemy team hard engage or sustain, because those things counter poke. Conversely, in ranked play, for the most part, people don't try to build compositions. You pretty much just try to play the best champion at the moment and hope that it works. And so the biggest issue at the moment, I feel, is that it will greatly limit the number of champions that do see play. Things like Zed, for example, will literally never see play if 10 bans are a thing, because there will always be someone who hates seeing Zed and will ban it because why not? They have a ban, they may as well. The other issue I have with 10 bans is that there's no good way of implementing it into ranked play. Ranked play already takes a long time to get into, and while professionals are fine taking a long time getting through champ select and into game, ranked play, you play a lot more games in a day. So if you do it the way the professionals currently do it with the snake draft, it'll take a very long time. It's a lot more opportunities for people to dodge, and it just takes a lot longer before you even get to play League of Legends. However, if you ban out all 10 champions all at once, if everyone's able to just pick something and ban it at their own leisure during a 30-second window at the beginning of the draft, for example, that means that you have no coordination among team members. Essentially, right now, if you're the first ban and you ban out Malzahar, for example, the rest of your team realizes, oh, we don't have to ban out Malzahar, so I can ban out Camille now because I don't have to worry about that pick anymore. Or I can ban out Zed because I'm playing mid and I'm going to play a champion that's weak to Zed. And I didn't want to see Malzahar because Malzahar would also counter my champion. However, with 10 bans, everyone's banning willy-nilly. They might even ban your champion because they weren't thinking about it. They were just clicking and getting rid of something as quickly as they could. Now, that's not to say that 10 bans couldn't be implemented well in ranked play, but I still think it's a disadvantage because it constrains the overall champion pool in ranked play as opposed to broadening it like it does in professional play. So, I think there are trade-offs, but I do think at the moment that 10 bans is not a good idea. A lot of people want it, but I think they want it for the wrong reasons. They think that there's too much bullshit, they think there's too many champions that are good, and these champions just need to be banned out forever. And that's kind of not a great way to be about it. For example, Camille is still getting banned out, and I don't really think she's that strong at the moment. I think she's still definitely in the top tier, but I don't think she's pick or ban. But she's still pretty much banned in all of the games I play because people aren't willing to give her a chance. If 10 bans are a thing, you will never see Camille. She will always find at least someone who will ban that champion out because you have 10 bans. You may as well ban somebody. So I do hope that Riot consider all of these things I'm bringing up, and maybe think twice about bringing 10 bands to ranked. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. I know 10 bands is something a lot of people really, really want, and I would love to see your thoughts on what I've kind of brought out today. If you enjoyed the video today, please go ahead and leave a like. If you really enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I upload a video every Monday, Friday, and on patch days as well. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you all later.